Hi, my name is Cameron Anderson and welcome to my marketing reflection presentation. Reflections of each round. Number 1, survey. I learned that surveying is very important, and you need to make sure that you are choosing the right data. Otherwise, you won't be able to find your target market. Number 2, I learned how important it is to make sure that your product is priced according to its quality, because I ended up pricing it too low for a while. Um, and I also learned, again going back to the data thing, how important it is for the data, because I did not know who exactly was my target market. I only knew that they like to travel, and so that was my biggest mistake there. So also keep in mind, I did not know that there was more data I could look at, so sorry about that. That's bad on my part. And so later on, I ended up doing a lot better because I actually found the data. I was like, oh, there's more data here. That's so nice. So I ended up just keeping my back. So I was like, well, I mean, I don't know why I ended up doing the same price here. That was, again, change your price. I guess don't be afraid to change your price, because you can change it and your customers might end up liking it more because it shows that it's higher quality. As for the promotion, I again didn't see the data, so I didn't know exactly who. I do think I did well in the keychain part, but I wish I would have done Ronald McDonald, which I ended up doing, but I didn't do it soon enough. As for the marketing, that was very tricky for me. Um, I did not. I tried my best to allocate it accordingly. I was like, oh, I should try doing Spotify and TV more than, uh, TikTok or than YouTube, which was wrong. I should have done Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, and YouTube the most, and then maybe went to just websites, just basic ads, and then like TV. Round 4, we ended up doing distribution. I think I did pretty well. I ended up doing one really well, and then these were okay, but I could have chose better, which my mistake was not focusing on my target market, which was my moms. I was more focused on the woman part, so I need to make sure to do the mom part. So I ended up pricing lower because I was like, okay, this isn't working. So I was priced lower. That was wrong too. So make sure that you price higher with certain products because it's good quality and you need to show that to them. I still ended up doing the same thing here. I guess I wish I would have mixed it up more because I was just. That's one thing I learned throughout this whole thing. Make sure I don't know why I did that, but make sure you change it up because you need to find out what works, not just the same thing, because doing the same thing is just not going to work and expecting different results. And so here I did try Pinterest and Facebook and Instagram the most, which I think was a good move, but the rest I had a struggle allocating to the right proportions. Optimizing distribution, I still struggle a little bit, but I did try to focus more on the parent side rather than the woman side, and so that's what I ended up doing, and eventually we ended up getting it in round 6. I did really well. I changed my pricing. I was like, okay, what's the price that they actually want? And I looked into the data more, and I found, okay, 160, let's do it. And it ended up doing a lot better, so that's good. I ended up changing the donation to Ronald McDonald House. The keychain was good. However, I wish I would have changed the coupon, because I think which I ended up doing in round 7. Because round 7, the $20 off next purchase I think was better. I think I wish I would have kept the keychain though, because you need to do stuff that kind of goes with your market, like a bag. People want a keychain with the bag; they don't want an umbrella. I ended up doing better with the ad spending because I did Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, Facebook. I wish I would have done a little more on YouTube and less so on TV, and maybe a little less so in magazine. But otherwise, I think I did pretty well. I was unsure what else to do because I tried so many different things. So that is what I learned from the rounds. So my 4 P's. Product. I chose tote bags with a zipper, high quality. I wanted to make sure they're packaged safely and they're for traveling. So that's why I chose the bag I did with the tote bag. Price. Good price. I ended up wanting to do $25 off for the $20 off. I think that would be best because that sounds like a lot more than $7.50. The extra keychain for cheap. I think that would, adding that with like your price would be good because it's like a little accessory of kind of a thank you, and they feel rewarded by that. And then the $160 price with tax. I think that was best. So. Place where we sell is online, website, and all the other distribution stores online. Promotion: Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, YouTube. I think those are our big ones of where we could get our ads at, because that's like where most of our audience was. What did I do wrong and what did I do right? I could have learned more applicable data. Make sure to read over the data more carefully. I definitely could have applied the data better, and I wish I would have known exactly who my target market was, but I didn't have the data to tell me, like what age, what gender, stuff like that. I could assume, but assuming's not facts. So I needed to make sure I choose the right data in the first place. So I'm going to make sure I do that next time I go market. Allocate ad spending better. This was my most challenging because this is kind of tricky because you're like, okay, where should I put this money? Yes, I have the data, but I tried my best with the data, but I still could not quite get it. So I think that was definitely my most challenging. And if you have any advice on that, I would love the advice. What did I do right? I think I chose a great product, got some good distribution, and I ended up choosing a good price on that. On that bag. I think those I did really well at, and I don't think I would have changed those. Lesson learned. How important is data? I learned that data is the most crucial thing in marketing, and that it can really sell or not sell your stuff because you'll know exactly what you need to get to your customers, so that way they feel valued and they'll actually buy your product. How important is reaching the right audience? Very important, because that data, again, will allow you to reach that and then reach that audience, and reaching the audience is what matters, because that's what's going to make you the sales. Where's the room for improvement? Know your audience and practice. I think with practice, I'll eventually get all these marketing skills. I'm actually doing it for a couple businesses that I'm going to be running soon. So I'm actually excited to learn more about marketing in the future. So practice and know your audience are the biggest things I would do. What did I think initially? I thought marketing was easier, a lot easier, and for just throwing ads up. But no, there's a process. There's a whole process of thinking of how they're thinking, and that's super important. So it's not as easy as it looks, and it's not just about throwing ads. It's about a story. It's about telling a story kind of through your content, making sure you do the right ads, and it feels like, for example, if you did jewelry, you make sure that you have a good background, not just some random picture. So a good background, good everything for the story of that post, and you'll get more engagement. And that's my presentation, so I hope you enjoyed.